Alright, welcome and good morning to the Friday Morning Commute. This is your host, Roven Duck, here to share my weekly musings on Destiny, the universe, and the fun shenanigans that are inside of it. So, let's go ahead and get started off with Xur. Xur week 14 of year 2. Appears he may be in the tower hangar. Just as you're going. And then the legacy exotic engram of the week is of the special weapon variety. And as always, please remember that if you choose to buy the exotic legacy engram, that'll only apply towards year 1 exotics. So it's a great way to get your collection to 100%, but that's all it's there for. In other news, SRL is still going strong. We still have quite a couple more weeks, about 11 days actually, of SRL action before the Spherical Racing League is off the table. And just as it leaves the table, we will actually have Iron Banner coming back in with some really nice looking gear. I was reading the Bungie Weekly update, and we've had a couple different events going on with the Bungie Weekly update, with the Spherical Racing League. One of them has been a Bungie bounty for the PlayStation 4 for SRL. And then Xbox One users won't be left out. We'll actually have an Xbox One SRL bounty, I believe on the 22nd. I may be incorrect. Please check your Bungie Weekly update for verification. With that being said, we've had all 3 of the challenge modes come out as of this week. And the Bungie Weekly update made a note that if you want the shader that is supposed to go with the with the collect 50 calcified fragments, then you'll need to make sure that all the fragments are on a single character. And you can check on the Dreadnought to see how many calcified fragments your character has. And as far as I know, any of the calcified fragment checkers check against all 3 characters. So it may be ideal to spend, a week in the evenings or whatever your playing time frame is, to reference an external guide to say, okay, is it this a calcified fragment? No, okay, got it. Is it this calcified fragment? No, got it. Okay, is it this one? No, wait, yes, it is, but it says I didn't. So, or it says I already have it. So something like that. That way, you can work towards completing those within the next few weeks. As far as I know, the challenge mode should reset again. This week it's Oryx. And you have to, from what I can tell, because I've not done the raid myself, is kill the bubbles, rinse and repeat. So whatever the strat is that kills all the bubbles. Or orbs, I should say. Now, on to tangents. Last week, about a week ago, I picked up a PlayStation 4. So I'm now on both the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 4. I don't have a PlayStation Plus membership yet. I'm still working on budgeting that in. However, I did play with the trial. I did get to play with one of my good friends, Cole Chaos, and it was awesome. Really enjoyed it. It was a great opportunity to surprise him, which was my complete intent. Just to be like, hey. And his reaction was really great. I tried sending him a friend request because I was like, okay, let's do it this way. And then that didn't work. So I sent him a party invite. And he went, what? No way. And from there, it was just awesome. So we got to play with a little bit. We did a couple SRLs. And it was good times. Very good times. Now, as for kind of what's next in the Destiny universe, we still don't know much. In the Bungie Weekly update, we read that they were still working 100% to get things going and things moving forward. So there's a good possibility that they've got something big in the works, or a lot of kind of these monthly events. And if that's the case, then we're not going to see a true expansion between Taken King and Destiny 2, or whatever the release this September is. However, we're going to see a lot of content. We're just not going to have that much of a heads up about this content. So, all that being said, keep an eye on the Destiny streamers and infotainers, and keep your pulse on the beat of Destiny. If you get sidetracked to another game, that's okay. We all do. Any person isn't going to be able to subject themselves to a frequent amount of something that has lost its interest. So, that being said, I still think there's a lot of great material already in Destiny, especially for people who are going to be picking it up at this holiday season. And if that's the case, good morning, Sir Richard. If that's the case, then you should be able to find one of these kindergartens, as we like to call them, and show them the ropes. Maybe you've already played through Destiny with one of your friends, but a new kindergarten comes in and says, hey, either of you guys play Destiny? What is this game? That's a prime opportunity to take this person and show them, good morning, show them how intricate and how fun this universe is. Show them and tell them some of your stories. Gaming, for the most part, to me, is not a singular activity. It's not an activity that someone does by themselves. Video games have a tendency to make it that way, but Destiny is unique in one of the ways that it kind of forces you to really need a community in order to participate in the end-game activities. And this allows for friendships to be made and all sorts of... Actually, I don't need to go that way. Friendships to be made and all sorts of fun to be had. You get to build stories with one another. You get to build your legends. You get to become Destiny together. Or you get to find your destiny. Yeah, whatever. So, that being said, there's still all sorts of stuff for kind of the part-time Destiny players to do, even though we are kind of in a formal, I would say a formal out of my head, a formal content release schedule. It seems like they're moving to these more weekly events. So, with that being said, that's not a bad thing. Or these monthly events, it's not a bad thing. I think that other MMOs have done something like this. World of Warcraft being one that pops to mind that would have these events going on. RuneScape being another one that had their holiday events. And then if you look, you'll find, other games doing these holiday events that aren't a true content release by the standards that we're accustomed to, but are still new excitement added to the game for a limited amount of time. They build a hype, they build a craze to say, can we complete this limited time event in the time given and get it to 100%. So it's a collector's dream, which, if I had more time, I would totally be more excited about these, especially Spell Racing League. That is so much fun. I was able to play some this week, actually, Monday and Tuesday, late night, early the next day morning, and both times I was holding at some point I was holding my youngest daughter and racing, and she would go for the controller, or she'd go for the microphone cord, the headset cord. It was just super funny. And then I went, and actually yesterday I was watching another streamer by the name of It's Jay Though, and he had his 7-month-old daughter in his lap. She was standing up trying to play with the controller, and to watch him have kind of that same struggle was really, really heartening to know that, you know what, I am a dad. I do game. Bright lights. And gaming with kids is just something that's going to happen. So that, and it just makes the excitement even more fun when your daughter accidentally makes you jump off your sparrow. Whee! That was super fun. So thanks for stopping by. Hope you guys had a good time. Again, my name is Rovan Doug, and this has been the Friday Morning Commute. Also Formal Friday, because Formal Friday is awesome. If you'd like to see more of me on the interwebs, you can check me out on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, all under the same username of Rovan Doug. And then if you want to see me gaming, or want to catch me gaming, definitely check me out on Twitter and Twitch. And then my gamer tag is Halo's Ghost, with a space on Xbox and without a space on PlayStation. So I will see y'all later. It's been a wonderful drive, and